Today is June 25, 2019, and technically speaking, we are nearing the 100th session. Today's session is 98. So, we are going to continue the yesterday's session. Yesterday's session is called Happiness Prescription, Max Enterprises. So, yesterday we finished up, Hari and left in the middle, and we finished up starting to explain happiness prescription. So, the video was not properly recorded, so the boys have gathered here today. So we will first of all have a very quick information about what is happiness prescription, and then we will shoot the rest of the skit where the grievance services team give the same advice to Lily, and Lily tries to develop and have a rehab of herself, and she takes up the winning stride. Okay, so one statement, and the statement goes like this: there is no way for happiness, rather happiness is the way. There is no way for happiness, rather happiness is the way. நாளையிலிருந்து ப்ராமிஸ் நம்ம இதையும் சேர்த்துப்போம். அதாவது சந்தோஷமா இருக்கிறதுக்கு எந்த வழியும் கிடையாது, சந்தோஷமா இருக்கிறது தான் வழி அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். There is no certain, but happiness prescription இப்போ நான் உங்ககிட்ட சொல்ல போகிறதுன்னு சொல்லி கேட்டேன். வீடியோ ப்ராசஸ் பண்ணும்போது நேற்று நான் சொன்ன வீடியோவும் இதுவும் மர்ஜ் பண்ணப்படும். As I was telling, ஒரு சர்மன்ல வந்துட்டு ஒரு அம்மா ஒரு பையன் ரெண்டு பேரும் வராங்க, வந்து ஹாப்பினஸ் எப்படி 24/7 இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு. அதில் அவங்க அம்மாவுக்கு சுத்தமாக நம்பிக்கை இல்லை. பட் பையன் வந்து கேட்குறான், சார் எனக்கு 24 வயசு ஆகுது, எங்கள் அம்மாவுக்கு 68 வயசு ஆகுது, ஹவு கேன் வி பி ஹாப்பி அப்படிங்கிறப்போ அந்த செர்மன் பாஸ்டர் சொல்கிறார், கெட் அ லிஸ்ட். நீ வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் 10 வருஷம், ரெண்டாவது 10 வருஷம், மூணாவது 10 வருஷம் உங்கள் லைஃப்பை பிரிச்சுக்கோ. முதல் 10 வருஷத்தில் நீ சந்தோஷமாக இருந்த தருணங்கள் எழுதிக்குவா, ரெண்டாவது 10 வருஷத்தில் நீ சந்தோஷமாக இருந்த தருணங்கள் எழுதிக்குவா, மூணாவது இதுலேயும் அப்படி தருணங்கள் மட்டும் எழுதிக்குவான்னு சொல்லி சொல்கிறான். ஸோ அடுத்த நாள் பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா அம்மானால 75 எழுத முடியல, பையனால 900 எழுத. He writes about 900. And then the next day he comes and says, அப்போ 24 வயசுல 900 ஹாப்பி அக்கேஷன்ஸ் மேலே எழுத முடியுதுன்னு நீ லைஃப் எவ்வளோ ரசிச்சு வாழ்ந்துருக்குன்னு எனக்கு தெரியுதுன்னு ரொம்ப பாராட்டுறேன். நான் இதுதான் ஹாப்பினஸ் ப்ரெஸ்கிரிப்ஷன். என்னன்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா, யூ ஆல் ஹாவ் டு டிசைட் எ லிஸ்ட் வேரன். அந்த லிஸ்ட்டில் வந்துக்கிட்டு இதுவரைக்கும் உங்கள் வாழ்க்கையில் நீங்கள் இதுவரைக்கும் உங்களுடைய வாழ்க்கையில் நீங்கள் சந்தித்த சந்தோஷமான தருணங்கள் எல்லாத்தையும் வந்து நம்ம லிஸ்ட் ஆன் பண்ணோம். ஸோ you were born in 2007, 2008, 2006 அந்த மாதிரி டைமில் அந்த கிட்டத்தட்ட வந்துட்டு அந்த 7 to அந்த 12 வருஷம் 13 வருஷத்தில் நீங்கள் என்னென்னலாம் ஹாப்பி அக்கேஷன்ஸ் ஃபீல் பண்ணீங்களோ அதை எல்லாத்தையும் ஒரு நோட்டில் எழுதி வச்சு ஏர்லி மார்னிங் எந்திரிச்சோன்னு அந்த விஷயங்களை நம்ம பார்க்கும் பொழுது we will feel so happy. We will feel the happiness generated. We will feel the happiness manufactured. ஸோ இதை எவ்ரிடே நம்ம செய்யும்போது அந்த நாளில் எத்தனை மணி நேரம் நம்மளால சந்தோஷமா இருக்க முடியும். அப்படி சந்தோஷமா இல்லை அப்படின்னா என்ன செய்யறது அப்படின்னு கேட்கும்போது இமீடியட்டா அதை நம்ம ரீகால் பண்ணணும். We can recall those situations. You can even have the notebook handy all the time. And when you look into those pages, you will always have the happiness manufactured. இதுக்கு பேர் தான் happiness prescription. It is also called as happiness prescription inventory, where you have an inventory of all the things you can do. Okay. So இந்த பாயிண்ட்டை வந்து இந்த ஸ்கிட்ல வந்து கிரீவன்ஸ் சர்வீஸ் ஒரு டீம்ல இருக்கிற நீங்க ரெண்டு பேரும் மித்ராவுக்கு சொல்றீங்க. அதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு சின்ன மீட்டிங். நீங்கள் 9 o'clock தான் அப்பாயின்மெண்ட் கொடுத்துருக்கீங்க, பட் 10 o'clock அப்பாயின்மெண்ட் கொடுத்துருக்கீங்க. 9 o'clock மறுபடியும் ஒரு மீட்டிங்கை வந்து தினேஷ் ஆர்கனைஸ் பண்ணியிருக்காரு. அண்ட் ஹீ ஹேஸ் கால்ட் அப் ஜான் ஸ்காட்லாண்ட் ஆல்சோ. ஓகே, ஸோ ஜான் ஸ்காட்லாண்ட் வந்து தினேஷ் கிட்ட வந்து சொல்கிறாரு. தினேஷ் ஜான் ஸ்காட்லாண்ட் கிட்ட சொல்கிறாரு என்னன்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா, ஒரு 2 மாதம் தான் உங்களுக்கு டைம் இருக்குது. அந்த 2 மாதத்துக்கு அப்புறம் எனக்கு நான் தேவையான லெவலில் வந்துட்டு நான் எதிர்பார்க்குற இம்ப்ரூவ்மெண்ட் கிடைக்கலன்னா நானே வந்து எக்ஸ்போர்ட் ப்ரொமோஷன் கவுன்சில் கிட்ட சொல்லி உனக்கு அந்த கான்ட்ராக்டை வாங்கி தருவேன். அப்புறம் நம்ம 2 பேரும் மெர்ஜரில் போய்க்கலாம் அப்படின்னு ஜான் ஸ்காட்லாண்ட் சும்மாவே ஆடுவான். ஸோ அவனுக்கு இந்த மெர்ஜர் அப்படின்னா 2 மாதத்துக்கு என்ன இப்போயே மெர்ஜர் சைன் பண்ணலாம், இவங்களெல்லாம் துரத்தி விட்டுலாம் நான் வேற எம்ப்ளாயிஸ் கொடுக்குறேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவேன். இல்லை எனக்கு 2 மாதம் டைம் வேணும் அப்படின்ட்டு தினேஷுமே என்ன சொல்கிறப்ப எனக்குமே வந்து 2 மாதம் கழிச்சு உங்களோட ஜாயின் பண்ண தான் நல்லதுன்னு தோணுது. ஸோ டோட்டலி டெவஸ்டேட். அப்போ ஹனுமந்த் கிட்ட மறுபடியும் ஜான் ஸ்காட்லாண்ட் சொல்றாரு, நான் சொன்னது என்ன யோசிச்சேன் அப்படின்னு. அவன் திருத்து முடிக்கிறான், என்ன பண்ணுறான். அதில் வந்து ஸ்பான்டேனியஸாக கிஷோரில் ஏதாவது பேசிக்கிறேன். ஸோ நீ நேற்று என்ன ரோல் பிளே பண்ண? தினேஷ் வந்து இப்போ பாலாஜி எடுத்து. ஸோ நீ வந்து எக்ஸ்போர்ட் ப்ரொமோஷன் கவுன்சில் அந்த இதுவே வராதனால எக்ஸ்போர்ட் ப்ரொமோஷன் கவுன்சிலோட இதை வந்து நீ பிளே பண்ண. நீயும் பிரணேஷும் நீ அப்படியே ஃப்ளோலேயே போ. இப்போ எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணுறதுக்கு டைம் இல்லை, உனக்கு புரியும் ஆட்டோமேட்டிக். ஸோ அந்த மீட்டிங் முடிஞ்ச பிறகு ஷீ கெட்ஸ் ஈவன் மோர் டிஜிட்டல். devastated. And you are also numb. You are not able to speak anything. Alright? So in the sequence, முடிச்சிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் we will see that. Alright? Okay?
Hari, come here. Bye, Dina.
So after the deliberation, where Lily was given so much of pressure again and again, now the team has again gathered. In fact, it is a fast and urgency meeting that was gathered by Dinesh, and Dinesh has got an announcement to make. Let's see what the announcement is, and let's see how far things are unfolding.
So, why I called you for this meeting is so I want to make this improvements as quick as possible so that we can gain profit in this company.
Peter Robinson reporting, sir.
Yes.
Mr. John Scotland is waiting outside, so he wants to. He says that you have asked him to come for a meeting. Can I let him in?
Yes.
Thank you.
Why have you called me sir right now?
That
One day only job we had finalized it for around 2 months.
that I don't know that this one is waiting. I don't know.
Sir, he's here. Peter is saying that you called him, right?
Excuse me. May I come in, Mr. Dinesh?
Yes.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello. How are you?
Sir, fine.
Good. Hey, boys. Lily, gone silly. With all due respect, gentlemen, thank you for calling me for this meeting, Mr. Dinesh. I appreciate the gesture. One caffeine mixed coffee, please. Order. Ask him to bring a coffee because your company is going to be owned by me. Do it at once. Dinesh, come on, tell him.
Bring him a coffee mixed with caffeine along with bring him a coffee.
Oh, what a joke. Okay. Everybody's in the world is laughing. Such a silly chimpanzee. Yeah. So the meeting. What is it? What is it?
Your name is John Scotland.
Peter Robinson. Sir, greeting the employees.
Who are you calling?
Peter.
I got a pistol. I got a pistol licensed with me.
Are you boss here? He's greeting our employees.
Because we're gorilla and you are sitting static.
Hey, you were
You
the
said
Hey, what? What?
What?
We also know to.
We also know to beat, okay?
Not
Not
our
so.
company.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's then.
You want the police commissioner to come here?
No, I want Peter Robinson to come here.
Carl.
If he comes,
Got it.
that's that you'll go to heaven, okay?
Oh,
You don't know
what's
about
a
it.
cliff and jump now?
You're not
Just
boss.
shut up, you
He's
chipmunks.
beating our employees.
How much
He's simply a
time
statue.
do
I want to
I
go from this job.
How much time do I
What
have?
way?
How much? Break with joy.
What? I'm talking to my boss.
What?
Hey.
You want me to load a
Hey,
pistol?
you-
Huh? What?
See what he's doing, sir?
Let us focus on the video.
He's not a boss. First of all, I want to go from this.
If you go miss, then everyone have to go. You be quiet there. Because of this
Look, lady. Let me give you a piece of wine. If you are not able to convince your boss in the next 30 days of time, the contract is going to be signed. Because let me narrate to all of you what kind of phone conversation did Dinesh make with me yesterday, last night. He told me that in another 30 days time, he says that he's going to give a grace period for the little unprocessed monkeys over here. And if those monkeys are not producing the result in almost about 30 days, he himself is going to welcome the Expo Promotion Council members to give me the contract. Not only that, point number one. And point number two is even more interesting. Mr. Dinesh is overtly interested to have a tie-up with John Scotland Enterprises. And after the tie-up has been established, you all will work for me so that I can fire your ass.
Sir, what is this, sir?
See, ask this export manager. Okay?
Sir,
What is this? He's telling calling about masjid.
Is the evidence? Come on, sir.
Sir, what
this
is
company is more than profit here.
this
Sir.
company is doing?
My company is doing what?
We all know what your company is doing.
My company is
Go and
doing what?
watch.
What?
Go and watch
You
in 5
say about it.
times now. Then they will show.
The same Times Now magazine. has applauded me for having my share price for 13.5%.
The same thing only now accusing you of illegal activities.
So why have you uploaded this?
No man's
I mean-
land. You people are in the no man's. You people are in the no man's land.
This is his land only. Be
Not
quiet.
2 months here. Only 1 month.
Sir,
Sir, you have uploaded your documents. What's
Hey,
this?
shut up, kids.
Yes, sir, I've told us 3 months, sir. No, sir.
Officer, even if it is a 15 days time, I'll ask my secretary to bring all the papers.
sir.
I just-
Day before yesterday it was 3 months. Yesterday it was 2 months, and now it's 30 days.
You want
What's
to
happening?
join with 10 days?
You shut up.
Instead of joining him,
Instead of joining? Instead of joining?
Joining, they
Look,
get
joining.
department.
I'm a kickboxer, you here.
You're everything.
I-
You're supposed to.
Kickboxer.
No, no,
Sir.
listen to the officer. Yes, sir.
sir.
In the 30 days you didn't improve this company means I will give the contract.
Sir,
Yes,
this
sir.
is what
Golden
I
words.
sir.
Golden
Months time
words.
we have asked no.
Yes, sir. Last 2 months, sir.
We are getting the pressure. Sir,
Sir,
access
yes,
and
sir,
development.
why did you approve yesterday, sir?
You
This, sir.
show decorum. Not even a single time. You are supposed to knock on the wood piece over here. Sir. Right?
We did that, sir.
But we not.
Hey, Arun,
Yes, sir.
why are you spending the time in this toilet? Huh?
Hey, John,
Hey, if you want this, come and clean that.
Sir, you
Yeah,
two
fit
are
for that only.
tied up. I will also.
Yeah. Why
Comments
is
and
sir?
gold
Nobody
assets,
calling you
sir.
sir, and there is a sense of dignity, huh?
Yesterday we have convinced him.
Close the
How
door,
about the
mosquito will go inside.
My company is a loss. You should only treat it. Yes, sir.
How sir?
Instead of joining
Company
it,
starts
I
with
don't know.
children going on and charge you to do,
Company,
huh?
sir. Restroom company.
If your hand has movement, you will cut it off. Hey man,
Take your distance. Always letting hand here. Just take the
Take your
distance.
distance, man.
Not pistol. Not crack
hey,
pistol.
very good. Hey, Peter.
I'll go to my car and come. I'll go to my car and come.
Who gave you gift?
Hey, where is
Sorry.
the Peter? Every time he will
Hey, Peter Robinson. Every time you will come when we are not calling. Now you are calling is not done coming. Are you a boss?
Yes,
He's
sir.
a
Really,
boss.
you are agreeing
He's a
for
boss.
it.
Suddenly 9 o'clock you call for meeting. There's
Go to
not
this
meeting.
company.
See, wait.
Bloody boss.
What are we supposed to do? The new guy from Delhi is causing a lot of problems.
If
What
he
she
beats you,
said.
what you will do?
He's a boss, okay?
Very good, man.
Whom you are then?
Then what are you, man?
I'll tell him who he is. Okay? I'll tell him who he is. You wanted a pistol, right? This is a licensed bloody tap.
Oh, your
Hey,
gun
on
is
what charges you shoot?
so your gun is in car, not your bag. So always like keeping your hands in bag. You can't shoot me,
Next
man.
15
You're
minutes.
not having any.
You don't have any
Hey,
rights
hey,
to shoot me.
Ask them to keep the mouth shut for the next.
What you
don't
doing?
have any
Oh,
right to
sir.
shoot us.
Bloody boss.
On what charges will you shoot us, man? I want to know.
Ask-
On what charges will you shoot me?
Ask them.
On what charges will
them.
you shoot
Hey,
me?
he's not having.
What charges you
The
say?
whole process is being processed to the police officers. They are seeing everything with CCTV camera and they allow me.
What the hell was?
If
I
it
want
is
the
any
police to
call,
start
you
it,
can
okay? You
ask.
understand that last year I did very
Police target. Taking no police.
This is your maturity.
What?
This is the only maturity that you have.
Hey,
And you are the
we have a lot of
You should have
You know what, Dinesh? The biggest grievance is officers. The biggest
Hey.
grievance is these two people here in this company.
Yes.
What the we also not
You don't have guidance and you are not some mature man saying
You will
others.
shoot him. You will shoot
Take care
him.
of your-
You don't have to carry this gun at all. Cut the train. Get up, man. Get up. Seriously, get up. Get out. Get out from this company. Leave with it.
Hey, if I call Peter, means he'll break the
Break
gun
us.
into two. Okay.
You just eat this gun for his breakfast. Okay, just move away.
Taking tiger and just playing him.
Finish the meeting soon.
No bullets at all.
Finish the meeting soon.
What do you
Sir, this is not acceptable. 2 months time, minimum.
Having weapons inside the meeting is forget sir. What you're doing?
What are you doing, sir?
And you
What
say
type of a
you
pass are you?
can't
What type of a What are you?
Yes, sir.
Just trying to talk about the
What was it? Holy shit, he shot that gun.
Seriously, he's shooting. What are you doing, sir?
You said it is a
All
toy.
of you speak one
You
at
said
a
it is a
time.
toy. Now do you believe it is
Hey,
a
I can answer if you shoot sound will
Sound
come.
will come, okay? It's coming only sound, no bullets.
toy? Okay.
Shouting
Hey,
means we will
I
not
don't-
Shouting means shot you will do, huh?
Ah, you come shooting weapons. Do not ask anything.
Shouting means only 10 days.
What
You know the truth? In this company, he is only manufacturing this gun, not anything else.
Yes.
Okay, that is manufacturing in
But-
India.
but-
The contract is going to Saudi Arabia for God's
Sir, the
sake.
government didn't say this gun, we should not get illegal.
I have
weapons.
not started enterprise. It's written there. Now you are just saying, I'm from the central government, I'm getting pressure from the central government.
You two keep
Why don't you
I
sort
want to
this
keep
mess
quiet.
out, huh?
Go will talk, sir. You will also not talk.
Yes.
See,
No, it's
Don't
already
see.
how the camera will
He
record.
produced the gun also.
Huh?
let me
He
decide,
produced
okay?
it, that's what I'm saying. He
Let
produced
me
it.
decide, okay?
Officers, what is this?
Hey, what
You
is
invited-
that, man?
You invited me for the meeting and these two geeks are insulting me like hell.
Oh,
Let me decide, okay?
Oh, if you're coming to meeting, you can carry gun. You can carry gun. Oh.
Let me
Sir,
decide,
he
okay?
is carrying a gun for
Let
not
me
coming
decide,
to the
okay?
company, sir.
It's like carrying a cell phone. When I was in Europe, I used to carry gun as if you are you.
Hey, where are you now, man?
Shut up.
It is not shoot. He's just showing soldier.
Look.
Don't proceed.
Yeah.
You know what?
No, what?
I will give 2 minutes. Okay?
So, John,
Only 30
Come on, what is this?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Man, 30 days. Yes, sir. No, can you do it or not?
You didn't.
You come to my office at the time. I told you no.
Okay.
Huh?
Nothing is
Always.
impossible.
Mood
Even
swings
if
up.
that, 2 days
30
you can do
days.
it. 40 days.
30 days, you
Okay,
see.
30 days.
See how much.
Go and come after 30 days.
Okay,
Go
one
clean your
minute.
restroom, company. Go.
You both have not allowed her to speak. You want to speak something, speak. Come on. Speak with some sense.
Tell me.
Sir,
Since these two dressless monkeys have been talking.
What is
What
this?
is this? You don't have eyes?
sir. This is the biggest mistake you are making for, and you have signed every document that you are going to take care of this, and no illegal things are going to happen in this
Take
company.
care of this. Take
No,
care of this.
you are
Take care of this.
your body.
Take care of your body.
Yes.
Okay. If it
And now
He's
you
the
are
owner
allowed.
of that company. I know this company, okay?
That's what I'm saying.
He
Take
does-
care of what is happening in our company.
he's having care about his
What's
employees. You boss not having any care in your
You know, ask him about his GR team. How
they are
care
being
he's
treated.
giving to them. Huh? And what about you, huh?
They're treating us
Treating
like
us like
dogs.
Come to
monkeys.
my company. I will treat you as loyal people.
Did we ask him? Did he?
Instead of
They
going to
are
your
not
company and
even-
go
Even these two officers have compared my company for their welfare. So if they come, they are most welcome.
if you are instant
We don't
company,
want to make
you
illegal
go to
guns
the
and that.
school and clean
Okay.
the restroom. The company is like that.
That's what you are doing for generations and generations. Don't keep on saying that. Get out of and don't make me a world cat. You understand that?
The final decision is 30 days for the.
What? You are making the final
Only
decision.
30 days.
Thank you, sir. Nice meeting you.
You didn't show the
Arvind.
improvement. We have.
Meet you soon.
Wait for 30 days, then you see. Always saying you
Always
didn't
saying
show
no
the improvement.
improvement, no improvement.
This is true.
We also know. Okay, go.
Take the gun and go away, tiger.
God, we're always grabbing. Hey,
Hey, go. Peter!
hey, safety, man. That is
Peter! No bullet. No bullet.
no bullet. With this only he was.
Bye bye. Enjoy the Leo
There's no gun in your bullet, idiot.
There is no bullet in the gun.
There you go. Sorry.
Such a crazy idiot is working in this company. Fire this
I'll
rascal.
shoot him. I'll shoot him. Oh, there is no bullets. Huh? Shoot. Hey, shooting only.
Peter Robinson, what is it?
I'm calling you just for
See,
half an hour.
illegal fire carrying into our company. How did the security
You
officer
bet me,
do this, huh?
I bought you 2 coffee and 2 burgers yesterday. Now what you're going to do? He bet me.
Shit, you sit.
Mr. Ramaran Akbar.
I bought you yesterday. I bought 2 burgers.
What?
A man should be only to and you both keep your mouth shut. And if you keep continuing to speak like this, there will not be any difference between Peter Robinson and John Scott.
Then why did you say that whenever
And
you
man,
need
that
it?
applies for you also. I am answerable only to him. And if you 3 people are raising your voice against somebody else, and if you are inviting trouble, then that's not my responsibility. Thank you, sir.
So, he's carrying this.
Yeah, I'll hand it over to the security system. What's your turn?
Instead rating her to be in this company, I can go from this company. What a boss he is.
Yeah, what is this, sir?
Total and
That meeting was cancelled.
Please. So this is a typical case of organizational decentralization. No liberty, no freedom. One person augmentedly carrying a weapon and he does all the illegal activities and the boss is not able to take any action. The 3 people are really requesting some action and nothing has been taken up. So let us see how far these 2 people. In fact, this kind of a tragic situation has been an inducing thing for Amar, Akbar and Lily, of course. So now the next sequence, Amar, Akbar, Lily, Dinesh and Hanuman with the Export Promotion Council. They try to convince and they ask for 2 months time. Let us see how the conversation is going on and let us see how far the Export Promotion Council is going to extend another 30 days for this team.
Yesterday you finalized it at 2 months. Now it's becoming 1 month, and tomorrow you're going to call us and say it's 50 days only.
That is award.
What?
We only told that 30 days.
Literally, you told you were the persons who told that it was 2 months.
Yeah, you don't
Then
do
why are you
this.
telling us 30 days, huh?
In the central government, they told.
So in 24
Today,
for us, the pressure from the government has increased. I want to know who called you and told Prime Minister Modi. No, just asking.
I'll give you number.
Sir, give sir.
give me Prime Minister's number. Okay, give.
Prime Minister
sir.
doesn't.
Okay, give, sir.
Phone itself. Doesn't matter, sir. We are talking to you.
See, only one. See, according to this, he is telling that he should finish in 1 month. Okay.
Sir, just a 1.5 months.
Sir,
Can't you do?
yesterday, but you told 2 months now, sir.
What's the
If
best
he
you
says
can
that
do?
there are pressure from the central government, why did he say that?
John
for the-
Collins told me not.
At this point of time, Raj Durai, who is actually Pranesh, he interrupts the meeting and he says that those 3 individuals, that is Amar, Akbar and Lily, are looking very promising and we can extend 60 days as make it as 2 months. It is Raj Durai who is making the convincing. But again, Dinesh asks, what am I going to answer to John Scotland who has just left? So Raj Durai and the other ex officio member say that don't inform anything to John Scotland. Let John Scotland keep on believing that it is only for 1 month. The next month when he comes for the meeting, we can convince him. So this plan is going to take place. But these 3 individuals are wounded tigers now. And let us see how far they are rising from the turmoil. 3, 2, 1, go.
What is this? Try your best.
See, only that is.
I think they will improve this company, so I am extending the 30 days.
See, what I supposed to say to John Scotland?
Convince him.
He itself saying that we can extra 30 days. What all is you, sir?
Yes, sir.
What about John Scotland?
What is
We
it?
we extend the days for the meeting. In the next meeting, we can say.
Oh, you're saying you are saying that we don't say anything to John Scotland?
Yes, sir. That's good idea, sir.
What he is going to do?
We can.
We can.
What he is going to do, sir?
And you said, don't go to his company immediately and say, oh my god, they're extending the
Wait. I am tell lies to him.
Very good, sir. Very good.
If I tell I will not convince him, he will kill me.
So for the first time in Max Enterprises, there is a unity of decision, unity of fight, and unity in a kind of an organized setup. Now let us see how far these guys are going to transform from here. Please. Now I'm taking a spin-off as an ex officio depicted by Amar and Akbar. Amar and Akbar have asked one particular professional to come and explain about happiness prescription event because I'm acting as a person who has been advised by Amar and Akbar previously because I'm a former employee of Max Enterprise. I have been advised by Amar and Akbar about happiness prescription, and then now Amar and Akbar have invited me for lending the same kind of therapy for Lily here. So that's what I'm going to do. Well, good morning. So I'm a good friend of Mr. Amar and Mr. Akbar. Unfortunately, Dinesh kept on changing the plans, and he has sent both of them for some inventory to the Export Promotion Council office. So I'm having only 10 minutes time given by Dinesh and the company. So I would like to explain something called as happiness prescription. Well, your time is only 30 days or 60 days. Tell me, how much time they have given to you?
60 days.
60 days. In this 60 days, every single day, I want you to carry a journal, a small journal. Okay. So in that journal, there has to be something that could be written on it. I want you to prepare a list. Your age is 24, I'm given to understand. Your ID card and your biometric information was available. 24 years, whatever you have been experiencing as happiness, please make a list of all those happy moments. Do you think making such a list is possible?
So, but it will at least what 10, just 10 minutes.
No. You are thinking that it is going to be 10, but if you sit down and deep down meditate, you will definitely get more than 35 or 40. Do yourself a favor. You can prepare that list by this evening. You need not show that list to me. Alright? And after preparing that, every single day when you wake up, make sure that you are watching and you are taking those memorable moments and you recall and you have to live with it as if you are meditating. Just when you are savoring your favorite dish, your concentration is only towards that. Likewise, you have to think about those ailments, you have to think about those statements, and you have to go back to that particular situation and you will be reliving that moment. If you do this every day morning between 5:30 and 6 o'clock in this half an hour, the happiness mindset will be automatically mechanized at least for the next 8.5 hours. Because your brain produces endorphins, dopamine, and peptides. Okay? So do this for the next 15-20 days. You will be able to give very good productivity. And than the previous years, you can give 100% of good work. And these people who are questioning you, they will stop questioning you. And in another 25 days, you'll be able to get the result that you want. And that $1 million contract from the Expo Promotion Council, your company can get it.
Sir, don't take it serious, but I'm asking. I have come here for getting a solution for mood swings. And Amar sir and Akbar sir have appointed you for experiment. But how is this going to give me happiness 24 hours, sir?
Every time when you read those, that's a nice question by the way. Every time when you read those things, you will be remembered. For example, the time that I spent with my uncle, the time that I spent with my cousin, exactly the time and the day that you have written. When you read that, you are naturally traveling and you are actually navigating to that particular place. Do you believe that or not?
Yes.
You believe that, right? So when you are resonating that feeling, it cultivates and mechanizes many good feelings which could be lasting for almost about 3 hours or 4 hours together. And when that happiness is persisting, you can work really well with a lot of peace of mind. And when you work with peace of mind, productivity increases. When productivity increases, mood swings don't even come. And when mood swings don't even come, you will be the champion in this workplace. That is how it works. It's a formula. It's a pattern. The pattern does not work if you don't believe in the pattern. Do you believe that right now? Yeah? So will you be able to try this?
Yes, sir.
Happiness, prescription, inventory. Okay? Right? So, thank you so much for listening. Convey my regards to Amar and Akbar. Right. Thank you. Hariharan will give current narration.
Please. Now the meeting is gathered and the first sequence the Mitra had worked the happiness
Prescription.
inventory. He worked hard. After 20 days, he is improved many. She improved the many things.
So let's see what happens.
Let's see.
Anybody else want to give a current narration a little bit more lengthier than Hariharan? Yeah. Good job.
Please, hi. After the duration for Lily is completed, the Lily is completely happy and give a good profit for the Max Enterprises. So there is a meeting because of Lily. Let's see what's happening.
Beautiful. Now, this is a very important meeting sequence. As Hariharan and Kishore Giridhar have given the narration, that's exactly said. A very big turning point in Lily's life. So now, both Amar and Akbar are really confident and assertive to Dinesh and say that they would like to present the current condition. And Lily then presents how much sales and how much profit Max Enterprises has made this past 25 days. And then the discussion starts. Let's see that discussion. 3, 2, 1, go.
How you are happy all this in this 20 days? So that's based on, I equally keep my mindset very strong at every single moment. I used to think of you both that I should get that contract and I will definitely get that mindset that I have to achieve it and I have to get that contract myself and give it to my company, that's my boss. And with the help of the GR team, I have got some happiness prescription inventory, but I have promised them that I should not say to anyone, and it's a secret, it's a precious one. If you want to know about it, you may get a special time for them to.
No problem, so you can come at any time.
Anytime. Our office, you know now. You know now. You might not know, you're new. A lot of people know.
Someone said that what she is going to do in just 1 month. I'm not saying you,
Not saying you, but someone said, yeah, someone. And someone also went
But then someone only made that company more profit than John Scotland's company.
Yeah, someone went to John Scotland's company also.
Company
But,
also not believing in our company, and this company is more profit than that company, but not still going to stay in this
Sir,
company.
is John Scotland going to be coming here
Is it
today?
going to this company?
That day itself, it
Sir, is he going to be coming?
Oh, okay, sir.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
sir.
coming.
Peter Robinson reporting.
Yes.
John Scotland and his crew members are waiting to come in.
Don't react if a company is in profit, okay? React as possible.
Yes, sir. Tell him to come.
Sweet day, ladies and gentlemen. May I come in?
Come in.
All right. Hello, officers. Well, after I married my wife, the next happiest occasion is today. Because I'm going to get a company that is supposed to be worth $1 million, but it's actually worth only a couple of
Sir, what is the sound outside? Sir, media people are waiting outside.
Flashlight is
Yeah, yeah.
Sir, call Peter Robinson. Go. Hey,
Hey,
why are you smiling?
Hey Lily, go and adjust the camera and see if everybody is covering. Go, go. Please, Lily, go. I'll ask you a question in a while. Don't worry.
Yeah. Press wants to see this, right?
Mr. Ahmed, those are the media people. No, those are the media people who have come along with me because it's a happy occasion. After all, an acquisition is going to happen. John Scotland is going to buy Max Enterprises. So it's a very big thing in India today.
Are you sure?
So I have asked all the people, present media people to come.
not having any change in the decision.
No.
Please leave them.
Hey, relax, man. See, I got to, please accept my apologies because the other day I was very harsh and I was very cranky. I even carried the weapon. Now Dinesh himself is going to be my employee, and you're all going to be sub-employees. So you're going to be you're all going to be my employees. So since you're all going to be my employees, I have to be very cordial with you. So kindly accept my apologies for carrying the weapon that day. Okay, right? So kindly accept my apology, gentlemen. Lily. Ladies are always being respected in our mother nation. Kindly accept my apology for being very cranky and harsh. Hey Dinesh, so you are going to be given the Chief Operating Officer position in my company. Alright? Okay, so hereafter, you are not the boss. You're the only boss.
So, you got some points. Amar is this.
Yeah, the document signing papers, right?
John
Hey, Peter Robinson, where are you? Peter Robinson, where are you? Why haven't you got those document signing papers? Where did Amar go?
He has got to take some documents here.
Thank you for joining this assignment.
Come on, Lily. I mean, this is
Yes, come in.
in John Scotland Enterprises. You are going to live like a queen, okay? Right? You're going to be like you're also going to like.
Sir, you are going to live in
like,
this company, or we are going to live in your company?
I'm going to own this company. What is that? What is that?
You were saying.
Document signing papers.
See, there are papers
No,
only.
that is not document signing inspector. That are the company records.
That is a company record, sir.
Oh,
Our company is very.
no, you just check it. Check it.
What are we going to do by checking the
You want me to check it? You want me to check it?
Open and see.
Bring this company to a top level, sir. This is very low level.
Yes, sir.
Just make a company.
Not at all higher than John
Just watch
Scotland.
it.
Lily, what's up?
Watch it.
Oh, what is the 32% increase in sales?
Then 20 seconds.
Lily gone silly.
22nd June 2019 at 9:39. 20 seconds are idiot. Your ears are deaf. Go to an ENT doctor and check your ears. Okay. Or else somebody will go very slow.
You're going to be silly, okay?
67%.
I got it. So, you guys have prepared a model kind of balance sheet
Sir,
for
he's
John
not
Scott.
believing, so saying, sir.
You look at the last page.
Officers, come on, why are you wasting time? Wait. Why are we wasting time looking into these kinds of model papers? I can.
This is export 2019.
Sir, I've got some LED bulbs.
Max
No, I will take some bulb from the media
bulbs.
from media
He itself has no.
Hey, switch off all the lights here, okay?
Because
All the tube
one
lights
is,
and all the bulbs. Because a very big bulb is sitting here.
125 crores in 25 days.
Yeah.
We confirmed that.
Please. Popo, secret.
Bye, Indian teacher.
Bye.
Channel this down. Bye.
Sorry.
Sir. 3, 2, 1, go. 125 crores in 25 days. Really? Right.
Not me, say that, okay?
Now, how was it possible for you to book profits to an extent of 125 crores?
That is my mindset, Mr. John. Okay? We don't have positive mindset.
Professional ethics, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm John Scott. I'm speaking. You are my employee. Let her come. Shut
Yes,
up.
I'm employee.
He is not your employee, sir. Who told you, sir?
Hey, such an efficient lady. You should be working for John Scotland Enterprises.
Now,
You name a price. I will pay that as a salary for you.
will you be able to pay me 65 million, 75 million, billion, everything?
Nothing can beat the satisfaction.
Don't get complacent. Okay, you have done a good job.
That's a
Hey.
good job.
Dinesh, is it your company? I see. No.
Open the front page and see Max Enterprises.
Yeah, it is written as Max Enterprises 2019-20 for the month of June, July. I understand. Okay, you shut up.
Sir, you itself say, sir, he is not believing now.
See, the press is all recording this. You calling employees a piece of trash and all.
This will be in media,
Forget it.
everything, Twitter.
Officer, I withdraw the idea of acquiring this People's Company, but the $1 million contract is signed only for John Scotland Enterprise, right?
Still, we're going to
What an embarrassment.
What?
We're going to
Cancel.
Thank you, Mr.
Cancel what?
You can.
Hey, 20 days back you told me verbatim that you are going to give the contract only to me, John Scotland Enterprise.
You can improve the company in the 20 days. Sir.
See, just because these three people are speaking so much spirited as if they are all superheroes, it doesn't mean that they are going to be professionally attached to the company. That's what is very important. That's available only in John Scotland Enterprises, not in Max Enterprises. Come on, don't kid around. Reward your decision and give the contract to me because it's a central government position. Look, I brought the Hanuman. You have, shut up. You look at me, look at my eyes when I'm speaking to you. Damn it. You have promised that you are coming to my company. So unfortunately, we have a technical issue. When John Scotland was speaking to Hanumant, asking, look into my eyes. With that, the video got abruptly cut. And we are going to redo the situation. And the boys are really motivated with the slogan that second chance is always the best chance. They're going to redo with all the more creativity. Let us see how far it goes on. 3, 2, 1, go. So, last time when I met you, you told me that you were joining the company. Okay, so this is a report, I understand. But you, Lily, and these two guys are capable people to come to my company.
I am your that day I don't know that I am your employee. It is a lies. Really, it is a lies. And in the 20 days, no employee complained about anything to me. I was too happy in my life. I'm proud of Lily and about this.
Pretty impressive. Okay, pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. You are a capable person to serve for John Scott. Okay, so Mr. Raj Durai is going to give the contract only to me, and that announcement has already been made.
So you're going to give contract to him? He's saying no. What you're going to do that?
Come on, Mr. Raj Durai. You're just making a prank, right? So we are having a celebration. It's a kind of a celebration that you are.
Not a prank.
No.
No, man.
So Raj Durai, it's live. It's on NDTV. It's on Times New. Don't you mean it's okay? So I'm just negotiating with you that if you could come to John's places, John's garden is the place. We can go to the heights. If you could please give me come on, man, it's $24 million contract. It is John Scotland's
No,
enterprise
actually,
has been.
please.
It's the U-turn has been vested with the one word that you are going to say. Say that one word. Yes, please.
So say
Or
no,
you say the other word, no.
Very precious, sir. Very precious.
Cancel.
Cancel. Cancel.
No one is going to provide you.
Now, please allow me to explain. Why cancel?
Yes, cancel.
There is a difference between the word no and cancel. Come on, cancel means I cannot convince you. Why have you brought John Scotland to that extent of not even being able to convince you? What did I do?
What did you do?
He saw the drugs and all. Hey, get it.
That only you did.
Where did you get this picture?
In your factory
not
at
me.
Surat.
It's not.
See, all see this picture.
We know you.
Okay, see this picture. He's serving drugs as giving dhoti and shirt for Diwali and giving both
No,
like this
no.
as giving a golden coin to all his employees.
Excuse me.
Not the excuse.
No. Wait,
Down.
just bring some glue stick.
Your factory at Surat.
They are giving drugs to your
Underground.
employees. They're spending the drugs like this.
Smelling like
Like a rose
That's
flower.
because already you're going to send media. This button is enough to send media. No, it's not going.
That is a big
It's not to transfer. Cancel, okay? Now I'm going to press okay, small.
Ready?
Little bird.
Okay. How much do you guys want for burying this entire information?
If you ask this question again, I'll press it.
this cat is out of the bag. It's gone.
Wait. Have some sense. Wait. This is the best opportunity. Look. Wait.
Also pressing
No. I will sell out the factory in Surat, and it is going to be worth almost about $10
Oh,
million.
sorry, I have really pressed sorry. Oh my god, 4 million views.
In just 2 seconds.
That too, this whole thing is live. NDTV.
Yeah, 40 million likes also.
What have you done?
We have posted that on the internet. That's what you have done.
Oh, sorry, again I posted it in Facebook. I will do that first.
Yes, Peter.
Yes, Peter. Peter is there.
The box are lining up outside. Can I tell them?
No.
No.
Then go to the restroom.
No, wait.
Going to the restroom.
Amar or Amar? Please.
I'm going to keep the restroom clean.
please.
You want to come and clean now?
Please.
I'll glance at this, okay? I will glance at this.
No.
What? We're playing, huh? I want to do it again. Wait, I'll go to the restroom and...
You can come. Yeah.
Wait.
Hey, boy.
No. Please.
I want to drink tea, man.
Please sit down.
I feel like drowsy.
Peter Robinson reporting, sir.
Yes, Peter.
Cops are again lining up. Can I send them?
Please wait for a minute, okay? We'll itself bring him out.
Hey, Amar!
Amar, man.
So Peter Robinson reporting, sir. Cops are not leaving, me, sir. I can't control them, sir.
Yes, send them in.
Sir, what, sir?
Yes, send them in.
Okay, sir.
Prince.
You can always be friends.
Excuse me.
See, police officers are here.
Excuse me, sir. Who are you?
Ma'am,
Are you partner of him?
madam, my name is...
Madam.
Ma'am, my name is... Sorry.
Ma'am.
Police officer, I can't...
Sit down, you idiot.
my name is Akbar.
That is, thank you. I mean, you showed up at the right time. That is Mr. Akbar. That is
Why are you making seat here? Get up.
Sir. That is Mr.
Get
Akbar.
up, man.
Sir, you don't listen to me.
Same man. Let's listen, sir.
Sir, the most important domestic leader in the
Make the man ready.
Sir, the most important domestic drug dealer, and he has been loitering around.
Sir. Instagram, I posted.
Sir, you sir,
Sir, that's a central government officer. Please ask me. He knows my credibility. He knows my worth. Sir,
This is
that's right, sir.
credibility.
Please tell him how much worth I am. I'm the chairman of John Scotland Enterprises.
Do you know who was the spy? You know who was the spy there?
You speak about professional ethics and you said a spy.
You speak about table etiquettes and you deal in drugs.
Wait.
It was our own Peter Robinson. You never knew who you employed in your
Take this copy.
Ma'am, please, sir. Have a...
Rahul, sir, just pass it to you. Take this copy and provide it to the police station. Get up. Get up.
Sir, can I do last half, sir, please, sir?
Do it again.
Sir, please give me
You're not just moving from this place.
You told your
I will call 2 more polices here. Just get up.
This is a strict violation of law.
I'm calling when
You know what else was violence?
That guy slapped me thrice. So
Kick you to the ass. Come on, stand up.
I'm gonna punch you.
give
Sit down. Sit down.
give me the respect that is deserved for a CEO of a company.
The only respect that you deserve is of a criminal.
Your company has been
Oh,
sealed.
your
Don't
company-
know your company has been sealed.
Talk to the
You're an ordinary criminal.
Talk to the chairman of this company. We will.
I don't talk about.
Sir, you say, sir. Shall we put him in jail or
You're
not?
not
Yes.
getting up and just
Putting you in
drag
jail.
you again.
Arman, chal.
I will drag you. Just not
Jail.
only you. I slap. I'm calling the good one more.
Don't adjust the height of the camera because the stand is too high. I'll sneak around. I'll get in the height of the please.
Okay, so talk whatever you want. Last words here.
Sir. That's right. I'm asking you one last time. Chalk in favor of me. At last, I've been running this company for about 27 years in this society.
I got the rule for shooting you, encounter you here itself. Okay, I got the
But
right.
if he encounters you, smell will come, so...
Hey, what are you going to do?
Bloody what?
What are you going to do?
Bloody what?
Shoot you. Sit down, idiot. Sit down. Sit
I
down.
never called you, sir.
If you call me, sit down.
What do you want me to do? Take your hands off me.
Yeah.
Take your hands off me. Take your hands off me.
Let it criminal saying take your hands off me. Go out then I will. Short business. Go get out. Get out. Saying in a good manner, okay? What you will do? What you will do? Sir, you sit down, sir. What you will do? What you will do? What you will do? Go. Go, man. Go.
Go ahead.
You want to talk something, sir?
Sir, what? Go.
I would like to talk to the commissioner of police.
Talk.
He is a
Order from
commissioner
Chief
of police.
Minister, you know?
Look at his tag.
Supplying drugs and criminal activities, you are going to
The
be
commissioner's
encountered.
court also we have seen.
If you are keeping hands on him, he is a government employee, you know that. Sir, sit down, sir. Why are you standing up? Sit down, sir. Sit down, sir.
I have to give one word to the police officer.
Sir, kick him, sir. What he will do, you can see. Come, then I want to beat you again. Come. Come.
There is a certain level of police force that are capable enough to capture me. You understand that? Next time, if you lay the hand on me,
What you will do?
I'm also a gun supplier and gun dealer. Give the gun. Give
Self-confessing.
the gun.
There are 100 people joining also.
Yeah, okay, I understand. But I cannot give my majesty for such an idiot like you. Okay? Alright?
Just call all the police forces inside.
Give
Are
the
you
gun.
coming now?
Give the gun.
I'll not give. I'll just drag you here.
Give the gun.
I'll shoot you here. Just obey me.
Give the gun. Give the gun.
I'll not give. What you're going to do?
This is my pistol.
What you're going to do?
Written JS over here.
What?
That's a
Oh
lot.
my God! What the?
Pradesh!
He's dead.
Constable Ganya.
Sir,
What?
blood, sir.
Sorry for this.
Hey, it's okay, sir.
Hey, don't touch it. You want to mark it? Don't touch it, you bloody piece.
Hey, you have to take it away, okay?
Take him away.
Sir, you want any help, sir?
No.
Hey, take it away.
Any bloody talk. Hey! All the media people, sorry for the strict action he is doing. He is doing so much here.
He shot him. Cut his blood.
Okay, calm down.
Sir.
I did a very big mistake. No, I want to shoot him here, right on his chest.
No, sir.
Shot in his head.
Brain is.
Okay. Take him up. Take him up. You don't want to stay here. Take him up.
Sir, one other employee was also here, sir. Two, Akbar and Lily was there, sir. And they went
Who's
there.
Lily?
Sir,
She's graduate.
sir, she's only Lily, sir. And Akbar went to the rest of sir.
Ayo,
to the
where
back,
is
sir.
it?
Please surrender your weapons and get back to the characters, please. Pay the version and punish. 3, 2, 1. Go.
Yo, my
Oh,
God.
split.
Bro,
Hey,
stop,
nothing
bro.
to worry.
Stop.
Nothing to
Control
worry.
your fear.
Nothing to
Fight
worry.
against the fear. But I tell you, Jahan Scotland is dead, bro.
Oh, I believe you, bro.
Yeah, bro, he's dead, bro. Lily, this is better, you know. Tell me,
Oh, I will see this camera.
Ryan. It is paid, you know.
We see. Wait a minute. Okay.
Flash news. I mean, this
Flash news.
flash news. This is to inform that an uncertainty has happened in Max Enterprises conference room premises. The famous and the most charismatic chief executive officer of John Scotland Enterprises, Mr. John Scotland, has been impulsively provoking a police officer who is a very strict, noble police officer. John Scotland has been asking him to. Scotland has been asked to leave, but John Scotland did not leave. At one point of time, John Scotland started threatening the police officer. The police officer was from Guwahati. He's a fearless fellow, and he said it is the pistol that was brought from his factory that has really impulsively driven the police officer. Now we can see the CCTV footage of the police officer firing the bullet onto the head and torso of John Scotland. This is a very tragic thing, but the employees are seeming to be very pleased about this incident. But Dinesh, he is answerable to the Supreme Court why such incident has been happened. And people murmur that it is only because of safeguarding a very honorable and honest employee called as Lily. And let us talk to somebody from the Max Enterprises. Our media people are there in the Max Enterprises conference hall, and let us see what they are responding. Sir, we are deemed responsible. What happened in this enterprises and why
I
such
just came from outside. Don't know.
why such kind of transaction?
John Scotland was always threatening the people around here. So the police seemed deemed fit to murder.
What something unimaginable has been happening. I mean, in an encounter in front of all your eyes. How do you feel about it, and what is the kind of repercussion you think that Max is going to face?
Well, John Scotland got what he was coming to. Recent footage has been released that regarding his illegal activities. And as for the state of Max Enterprises is stronger than ever before, and this tragedy will never pull us back, and it will continue us forward. And for a new announcement we are going to make, the new consignment from Europe has been assigned to Max Enterprises.
We came to know that. Thank you for the response. Ms. Lily, people say that it is a conspiracy against you by John Scotland, and now you are back to the power, and you are going to. I mean, we are also given to understand that it was only because of your improvement that the company has been coming up to the top. And what does John Scotland have to do with it?
Because my only effort was pulled by this GRT. They had advised me about one solution for what I was facing, which I was very depressed, and when John and so the Dinesh has they all shouted at me first for the stock market to be there. But now with my effort of the new solution, I have come up with a happy solution, and I have given my full effort in making the stock market again to a profit level. And I have proved that I am good and enough to be in the same company at the same position, and he has to realize what mistake he has done.
Now we are speaking to Mr. Malhotra, the police officer, the brave police officer who has put the bullet into the skull of John Scotland. And Mr. Malhotra is kind enough to accept our invitation to answer a couple of questions, and we would like to hear from him. Sir, we are so much happy that you have taken rid of a criminal out of our society, but at the same time we are all so much rumbled and completely wondering why you were probed to do such a thing in a multinational corporation office.
I'm very strict. I'm also looking for that I should not do any illegal activities inside the company. but he's doing over and he's not at all leaving, and he's catching police officers and he's touching government
So the
employees.
CCTV footage explains that you were very calm and very polite, and you were
Yes,
driving
sir.
him with a gunpoint. But all of a sudden, John Scotland said something that has really provoked you. What was it?
He was saying that he's not respecting anyone. He's going to touch me, and I'm going to do this again and again. What you're going to do? Even in just 2 days, I will come back. What you're going to do? He's asking. Such persons who are doing illegal activities against our country. This is the decision for them.
So there you see, we have got a very socially responsible policeman. But people say that your job is at stake and you are supposed to be answerable.
I don't care. I have encountered a very big criminal who work against that.
We are proud of you, sir. Thank you so much. As the Chief Executive Officer of the Snacks Enterprises, what is your reaction about this tragic incident that has happened in your company, United?
Then now that the meeting is happened that John Scotland and these members have been saying about this improvement. After John is left, John is trying to get the revenge of these people, so that the police came in and shoot John Scotland inside.
Mr. Hanuman, there is a rumor that John Scotland wanted to buy you, and you also gave some acceptance 4 days back that you will join John Scotland Enterprises. We are hearing a lot of wrong news about you. Could you please give a clearance?
It is lies. I tell lies to him. If I tell I will not join with your company. And if I told he will cancel my job, and he will give a problem to my family and to me.
Thank you. Thanks for clearing it out, ma'am. Sir, you are representing the central government, and even the Chief Minister has directly spoke to you over the phone for this $1 million. We are understanding that $24 million proposition was about to be sanctioned to John Scotland. And there is a rumor that you had, first of all, you told that John Scotland is going to buy that contract, but you immediately cancelled. Could you please explain to us why you have cancelled all of a sudden?
Before this meeting, he showed me to that video of he's selling that.
So, thank you so much for your cooperation, and we are answerable to the people. As you could see, the people of India, a very responsible central government officer who has cancelled the contract for the criminal, a very responsible chief executive officer, a very responsible higher official in the company, Ms. Lily, who has been single-handedly taken the profit. More importantly, a very responsible police officer who has taken complete control over the situation. So we only wish good luck for Max Enterprises, but at the same time we are feeling very sorry. You are supposed to be standing in Supreme Court for what has been happening. And we literally pray on behalf of the media people that you will be coming out of the Supreme Court. Please. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you. So, after the Supreme Court clearance, the police officer was penalized, but his job was not at stake. They were all forgiven. And now we are seeing the last sequence of the skit where Lily is going to be appreciated by Dinesh, and he is going to give the Best Employee Award in front of all the other employees, and it is live in the press conference. Let us see that, and with that, the skit comes to the completion. So he is going to give this shield for Lily as a token of appreciation for doing a wonderful job. 3, 2, 1, go.
So now you see that the records have been so improved. So I want you to give you the best employees at award to you. As a total is.
Thank you.
Well, Miss Lily, this is from India Today. Could you please speak some few words? How do you feel after getting this award, honorable award? And please tell us.
I'm very happy to receive this award from my boss, that is Dinesh, and I'm very pleased with what I have done. I can't believe that with my full effort I have achieved a big thing, that is I have provided the profit for the stock market in this company, and some of the effort is being shared with my two friends, that is the GR team. They have provided me the good solution at that time when I was facing a problem. So I thank them, and I thank my boss for appreciating now.
And what is the technique that GR team has given to you?
That I can't say now because it is a secret, and I have promised them. If you want me to go and you can.
No,
ask
so
them.
many employees, so many youngsters are getting inspired because of you. They would like to know it.
That is what you have to do is every day more. What you have to do is first take a paper and do some of the list which from the last 10 years and from the age of 1 to 10 and for the you have to prepare 3 lists. In first number 1 to 10 age, what are the happiest moment you have spent? Like you have with your uncle, you got this gift, you have got that gift. The pleasure moments and the enjoyable moments, write that as 3 lists. That is 1 to 10, 10 to 20, and 20 to 30. If you are 40 ages now. So what you have to do is daily morning read that and feel that happiness now. So for the next 8 hours, you will definitely feel that happiness.
Alright, what's the name of this?
Happiness prescription inventory.
Alright. Thank you so much. We wish that you get more and more long cycles. Thank you. Now Pranesh will tell what he has learned from the skit. With whatever minimum hours of practice that he had in the skit, he will tell what he has learned. Stand up, look into the camera and explain.
We should not cheat all the time. We should be honest.
I see. Alright, so Kishore Giridhar will explain what is the learning out of this today's skit, which is called as Happiness Prescription Skit.
I learned a technique called a happiness prescription. It will be a useful method to become cool and to success the problems which we face in regular days and day-to-day life. Thank you.
Alright. So good job. I really appreciate all the boys and Mitra for giving such a wonderful performance.